Okay, so um, I'm doing this video. I was gonna do a Facebook status, but you know what I'm saying? It's a lot I have to say. I gotta get out my chest right now, man. So I realized in the last week or so, I've been tripping, bro. I've been like really tripping. I become the dude that I used to make fun of and laugh at. Like anybody that knows me, any of my friends that know me in real life, and any of my Facebook friends, or you know what I'm saying, social network followers, friends know I've always been a funny dude. I've always been a inspirational. A whole lot of people stay inboxing me or see him in the street and tell me how my statuses and my comments and pictures I post on social media be inspiring them, and I be dropping knowledge and all this good stuff. I realized 2 years ago, my life was like great. Like I reached the dream. You know what I'm saying? I had a relationship with a female who actually 100% was down for me. I can say she was with me because she was with me. She didn't care about my money. She didn't care about what I could do for her. She legitimately 100% was for me. I got an apartment, bought a car, I had a job, decent paying. I mean, it wasn't the best job in the world, but it was a decent paying job, benefits. I had just gotten through you know what I'm saying, my son losing his mother. I was going through the custody battle with his grandmother. I just won. I got custody of my son. You know what I'm saying? I had the perfect scenario. A girl who loved me, and custody of my son. I was her kids, my son. We was the perfect little family. But the problem is, before all of that happened, I was in the choir. I was in two or three choirs. I was going to church every week. I was in Bible studies. I was in, you know what I'm saying? I was doing homeless shelter. I was in charge of doing the outreaches for the homeless shelters. I was so gung ho for God when I was going through, when I didn't have a job, when I was scrambling for a job, when I was just, you know what I'm saying, scrambling. I didn't know where I was going to live at. I was going through my legal situations, and I was so gung ho for God. Like all my Facebook statuses was so inspirational, and God can do this, and you know what I'm saying. But once everything fell in place for me, bro, I ain't been to church in 2 years, and I didn't feel convicted because, like I said, everything was. I had a job. I kept a job. I had a car, a girl. You know what I'm saying. It wasn't the perfect relationship, but I had a girl who actually, you know what I'm saying, was down for me. I had custody of my son. But I didn't like. I wasn't giving God the praise. I wasn't thanking God for all the stuff he that I asked him for. It was like I was when I was going through and I didn't have all that. I was praising God every day. I was thanking Him. I was every status was God this and I love God and blah blah blah. And my spirituality was like overboard. But as soon as I got all the stuff that I was asking God for, I got comfortable. I stopped giving God the praise. I stopped inspiring people. I just got comfortable with my little life that I was happy with. And then slowly but surely, like all of that started falling. My car broke down. My son been acting like a complete and total. I don't know where this kid comes from. I don't know what issues he got. I've been trying to get that man help. Me and my girl been going through issues dealing with my son, causing her kids, my kids. Like we taking it out on each other. We stress, and I realized, like, bro, through all this, I took my problems to everybody else. I took it to my grandma. Took it to my mama. Took it to my aunties, best friends, cousins, anybody that would listen. I took my problems to what was going on in my house. I took to them. Oh, my girl tripping because blah blah blah. Oh, my son is blah 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 and this and that and this and that. I took it to everybody except for the one person that can fix it, bro. My best friend ain't give me no good advice. My cousins ain't give me no good advice. Like, I took my problems and everything that was going on in my life and my household to everybody except for the person I should have took it to. For the last 2 months, no, I'm saying for the last few months, I've been involved in the reunion practices and get-togethers for my choir, the Mighty Survivors of Christ. That was the first time in almost 2 years, except for like one other reunion choir with my reunion concert with one of my former choirs. But it was the first time I was going to choir rehearsal on a regular basis. I was doing performances on a semi-regular basis, and like I noticed the more amped I got about the reunion, and the more hyped I got about going to choir rehearsals, and the worse my personal situation got. Like the more my son started acting up, the more my girlfriend started wilding out on me, the more her kids started wilding out. It was just like a snow. It was just like a snowball effect. It was like so much going on, and I noticed it got worse the more I started getting back into the choir. The more I started saying, "Oh yeah, I want to find me a permanent choir to sing in. I want to find me another church home." The more I started saying I wanted to come back to God, the worse my life got. Yesterday was the reunion concert. Last week, man, so much. If I when I tell you that so much drama and bull and the devil was wilding in my life so much last week, like he had me at the point where I just didn't feel like doing nothing. I didn't feel like going to choir practice. I didn't feel like talking to nobody from the choir. Like I really, up until the day of the concert, I was determined that I just didn't want to do it no more. Last night at the concert, it was crazy. It was like the blinds was took off me or something. It was like I realized I was wilding, yo. All the stuff that God had brought me through, all the stuff that God had did for me, and when I finally got to where I felt like I was supposed to be in life, in a relationship, raising a family, working a job, doing all, when I finally got to where I felt like I was comfortable or I had finally made it, I stopped. I stopped talking to God, bro. I stopped praising. And then my son was going, all the stuff my son was going through, I didn't take it to everybody. I didn't take it to the girlfriend. I took it to his godfather. I didn't take it to, you know what I'm saying? I took it as far as going to the courts about it. I didn't got them man psychiatrists. I didn't got them man intensive in-home counselors. All this number, and I'm like, I did everything except for give my son over to God. Like, I came to the point, man. I'm not gonna let the devil win, bro. God, I'm giving everything over to you, man. I know you can handle it. I know you're gonna do it.
Caution.
So do what you do.